Whatever the occasion, effortless elegance is right this way. Because Hilton brings you new ways to stay courtesy of the Nomad London. And it doesn't stop at award-winning dining in a space draped in velvet and illuminated by vintage chandeliers. No, this day goes beyond with unparalleled personalized service and attentive hospitality. Oh, and did we mention the Nomad London can be booked using your Hilton Honors points at Hilton.com? Hilton, for the stay.
Is that for YouTube only? I feel like that should be. This is driving me crazy, y'all. So it says I'm live. I don't know. Dude, one of these days, dude, that's why I need help, dude. I need help, bruh. This stuff's technical. God damn. I'm not. That's okay. Probably because I'm connected on this phone. Boom. Can I have multiple lives at once? It just went live? Alright, back out and go into that live real quick, guys. I apologize. I apologize. I don't want to upset you guys or nothing. Because I don't want to, you know. But let's just go to the computer live, right? And then if I'm on the other platforms, good. If I'm not, so be it. So go to that live real quick, guys. Hey, I got some good stuff for you guys. So make sure you do. I appreciate you. I'm sorry, you guys. I appreciate you guys. All right. Hey, what's happening? Okay, okay. That's a start. That's a start, dude. I don't know what I did wrong the first time, but this is looking all right, all right. So how are you guys doing, man? It's been a while. This is what I've been doing. This is what I've been doing. I've been trying to figure out this damn I've been trying to figure out this damn PC, cuz you guys, it's crazy the editing abilities you have as a from my cell phone. My cell phone is much easier to use. This is way these PCs. This PC stuff is way more in depth. Like, I'm green, you know what I mean? Like, I have no clue what I am doing on there. I'm just gonna stop that last cancel HD upload. Alright, I just stopped that last one. So let me get TikTok going here. So that's where I've been, guys. So hey, appreciate you, Drizzy, my guy. So hey guys, I just want to let you know too, right? I got a website up. I've been working on a website. So I got a website up. All right. It's basic right now, but that's what I wanted at the moment. I can't all that technical jargon. Man, I need somebody on my team that knows this stuff, bro. So, can I respond to y'all? No. I don't think I really need to anyway. Yeah, dude, that's the thing. I'm trying to learn it all overnight, right? And it's not practical. You're not going to do that. I like this better than I think. Maybe not. No, I think I like above chat. Right? Okay, so I'm recording. That's why I like this setup though. On this setup, man, it records for me. I got enough gigs so it'll record for me, and then I can upload it to other platforms after I'm done. As opposed to my cell phone, it's all full on memory. So this isn't. Come on, Matt, where you going here? What is going on? There it is. There it is. Mike just adds to the flavor, you know. So I'm gonna do some YouTube videos and get it down a little better for you guys. So I'm not so. It'd be cool. I mean, I don't know. I can't really go check my Facebook. Can anybody check my Facebook? Just out of sheer curiosity, am I live on Facebook, fam? No, 333 is not the devil's number. You look that up, bro. No, I'm not an Illuminati, Bob. Man, we already with the trolls. That's okay, though. Just shows you're going places. Sorry, guys. Am I loud? I'm glad. Let me know. I'll turn everything down. I'll quiet down for y'all. That light's on. Okay. We got good lighting. We are good, bruh. Alright. Yeah, I just turned the gain down. I'm getting this stuff, you guys, but I felt like if I wanted to be next level, right? If I wanted to be next level, because this kid, not this, just I've seen a few comments on it, like saying that is it still too loud, guys? Is it still too loud? Hold up. All right. Let me turn down a little more. Okay. Little feedback. Okay. This PC's set up a little different, you know what I mean? The audio, it's probably a little more amplified. How's my movement and stuff, guys? Do I look glitchy in here to you? Is it smooth? Okay, cool. Awesome. If anybody would do this for me, go ahead and just hop over to my Facebook. See if I'm live over there. If you could. And I forgot to add my Insta Live, but that's okay. I'm not even going to worry about it. I do have TikTok, so I'm about to go live on there too. And dude, I was downloading Streamlabs, OBS Streamlabs version online, and it looked actually quite a bit nicer, cleaner setup than this, but then it was having trouble connecting my accounts for some reason, man. I don't know. It's weird. It's all new to me, man. I'm learning, slow but sure. It's all part of the fun, right? But I could see you guys like for real talk. I could see how you need, like, if you had the money, you'd have somebody doing your videos for you, setting up all this stuff so I can just click a button and go. You know what I mean? Like, that's not where I'm at yet, obviously. And it's nice to know how to do it all myself, too. I understand that. But, man, it would be cool as hell not to have to do the logistics stuff and just worry about my content. But, so, y'all. So, who saw that video on TikTok about the volcano on TikTok? Anybody see that? I'm not going to go into too much detail on it. This is the right OBS. Thank you, Joseph. I appreciate you saying that, bro. I appreciate that, because I don't know, so I appreciate that for real. The only thing that sucks is I can't even see how many people are in my live or nothing. Like, I don't see my numbers. But whatever. I don't know. It's kind of annoying, but I can live with it, I guess. There's probably a way to show that stuff. So am I live, Mario Hunt, over on Facebook? Isn't showing live? Damn. I don't understand why not. Darn it. I wonder if what it is maybe I have to go on Facebook and actually, like, create the live, copy and paste the live stream, go live, right? Go live on Facebook, and then go live over here. Maybes. I don't know. We'll see. I'm wondering if that's where it's at. I guess I'll figure it out. I'm going to definitely be looking into it, you know. YouTube is where it's at anyway, though. I appreciate the update on the numbers. That's awesome. See, and I want to, like, what I could do is I could go in my settings, but I don't want to do that. I don't know if it'll cut the feed, and I don't want to do that, man. It's a pain. Dude, you guys saw me just add all the streams. Apply. You know, I don't get why it's not feeding in.
But did you guys? Okay, so did anybody see the video on TikTok about the volcano? Like the video of an alternative source. I know, but dude, the whole point is. Okay, thank you, that visionary. See, that's the stuff I need to know. He said, I don't believe the OBS starts the live on Facebook automatically. That tells me that most likely I need to go into Facebook, go live, copy paste the stream key over here, and have it ready, go live on Facebook, apply, alright, and then go. But we'll see, I'll figure it out. It came up stream 2 minutes ago. Huh, interesting. Alright, I appreciate it. So, yeah, y'all, that KCWP, man, come on, man. So I saw a video the other day that said that showed something different about that, and I don't know what it entailed. Like, I mean, as far as it could be just total, bullcrap, but there was these kids that were standing on a nearby island, right? Or, well, they were on the beach living on a nearby island to that volcanic eruption, right? And y'all, the explosion, the sheer explosion of that volcano, it is insane, okay? Insane. Drizzy, hey, I'm not saying it. You said it. For real. I don't want to say it out loud or anything. It's just a theory. I don't know. Wait till I send you, Dre. Wait till I send you this video, bro. So I got another theory on that, though, Dre. I got another theory on that, bro. Just a thought. It's just a thought, okay? And it might not be. It's probably just outlandish. You know what I'm saying? So, you guys, I told you I've been doing a lot of Google Earthing lately, right? That guy right here. Right there. I see it right there. So, yeah, you saw Alabama vet? Yeah, there we go. Be careful, guys. Don't talk too crazy in the comments now. Just keep it. You guys got to be subtle too a little bit. You know what I mean? For me, on certain things. Just try not to just be blatant right out with it. Like, kind of be a little subtle. You know? I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it makes that much of a difference, to be honest. But so there's a legitimate video of that, dude, and I seem to have it. I'm not gonna show it on here because I don't want to lose my whole account, but it was on TikTok, and I'm not sure how long it was up, but one of my followers sent it to me, and holy shit, fam, it's gnarly. So I noticed something, right? You know, I've been doing a lot of Google Earthing, okay? And I've seen some things, y'all. Like, I wish I could show you my latest discovery. I think it's just gonna be I don't know, like a certain time and place for it. I just think it's just too much at the moment. I think, you know what I mean? Like, it's too risky, you know? It's too risky. I don't want no trouble. You know what I'm saying? But let's put it this way, bro. I'm not even paying no attention to them, bro. They just haters. One of these days, dude, maybe Dre, I might make you my moderator, bro, one of these days, bro. or somebody like that, Mastro, bro. I might make, but sometimes you're a family man. Sometimes you're not up at the hour, but one of these days I'm gonna make one of y'all my moderator, so you can just somebody I know that's not, because sometimes moderators can tend to get a little power hungry or something, and they'll just be blocking and blocking and blocking, and they frown on that, you know what I mean? So you got to kind of watch it, but it's so what I've been seeing. I'm gonna put it like this right here. What's happening? I'm gonna put it like this. So what I've been seeing and discovering and stuff on online or whatever, on I watch Google Earth or whatever. Let me put it this way, dude. Like, on God, y'all. Like, I'm looking more and more into Greek mythology, and it's not, I'm looking more and more into Greek mythology lately. The Titanomachy, among other things. There was a war I think that was the war between Zeus's grandfather and his father, the Titanomachy, and then it was the I don't remember. There's a couple of them, the Titan Wars, the Titanomachy, and then where the Olympians fought the Titans, and then in the first war, Cronus took reign from his father, and his father was Uranus. Okay, and he was just like his father. They cast any threat to their rule into darkness, more or less, into a jail, a prison, underground. Okay. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? 707, yeah, you hit on the head, my guy. It's not, bro. Like, so I've been looking into those and the storyline, right? And then, like, I'll go and I don't know. I'm not even gonna, you gotta go on Google it yourself and look for shit. Like, I can't tell you exactly what I'm finding and stuff, but if you just go and look, you'll figure it out for yourself. I've gotten the ability to, but I put a lot of time into it. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people just don't see anything and they just give up. I don't, dude, and I just dig and I dig and I dig, and then find things, man. Like, it's wild. And like my mom, dude, like, there's a couple of people I'll send pictures or whatever of my finds. You all saw the last one I showed you. I did show y'all that megalodon that I found. He's a couple, he's pretty good size. So I showed you guys, that was probably the dude, and that was pushing it. And then I didn't even have the goal to post it. I posted it members only because I don't know. So I sent my mom the images that I found recently that are like, that little shark that I showed you guys is nothing, fam. Like, nothing. So I sent my mom this picture, and she's telling me, like, dude, you need to be, like, she's like trying to convince me to share it, and like, oh, it could be a great discovery, and blah, 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 and like, I don't know, man. I just get, like, I get to the point where I'm like nervous about it, But anyway, y'all, like, it just verifies a lot of stuff that I've been studying, like the giants and, all of that good stuff, okay? I'm telling you, fam, like, that the reason I don't share is because the average person, it will not set well with. I think it could scramble some brains. Like, people that they don't think about it every day. They're so stuck in their life, in their world, and going to work, taking care of fam, right? Taking care of their kids. So they aren't thinking about this. You can't just come out here and just slap it in their face, you know what I mean? Like some of the stuff. So, you know, it's a fine line. I wish I could talk to somebody or something. Like, I wish I could figure out a green light system where I could, you know what I mean? No, it's like more of like a being, not a like a lost treasure or nothing. Shit, I wish it was a lost treasure. I would have no problem. Well, I probably wouldn't share that because then you get it took. But, no, more like beings, you know, like living entities that once were a part of this planet. It is part of this. It's part of this, but ultimately, I have a responsibility as a creator for especially my content. I can't selfishly just share stuff for clout sometimes, you know. Dude, this one's gnarly, bro. Like I don't know. Like sometime I'll figure out a way. Like maybe on my Telegram, maybe I'll bust it out. Maybe on my Telegram. But even then, man, it's like I always worry about people stealing it too, dude. You know? So it's like, I don't know. It's just one of them things. I can't believe y'all they haven't. I can't believe they ain't shut out my Google Earth yet, bro. But no. So I found some giants and stuff. Like basically some decent sized ones, you know. And yeah, they got me thinking a lot of things like. And then I found this area, dude, where I see these beings, and it's literally like they're making up the landmass. Like we've always said, like what are the mountains, trees, and living entities? You guys see well, at least that's our theory. Okay, I'm not gonna sit here and say it's absolute. That's our theory. I mean, I've never been out there and physically tested them like Mud Fossil University. You know what I mean? But, dude, I swear all I needed was Google Earth, bro, and I know my truth. Like, I know what's real. Like, I found this land with these beings that had, like, you could see it. It was their ridges. There's just ridges upon ridges in the land. Ridges, like little hills, like, dude, and I start looking around, and I find these things, and I'm like, oh, my God. Those are all, like, it looks like possibly aquatic life of some sort that's no longer aquatic life. That's because I'm a lazy-eyed person as it is, bro, and it's because of my screen's low, so I'm looking down. I'm really not cooked. I swear I'm not cooked. Here, let me try something real quick. But I swear it's mostly aquatic life, right? And they're good size animals. But it looks as if it looks like almost like maybe it flooded and then the waters resided and then they got exposed to the land, possibly. Just one quick theory of mine. Like from the flood, that these animals got killed when the waters rushed in, and then it's just weird though, man. Like in one area, it's like literally they're just piled up. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen, man. Like, and so basically, I ended up figuring out these hills and these ridges that I'm seeing, they are so consistent patterned. I mean, they're like so consistent throughout, right? They're rib cages. And they're literally rib cages and bone structures. And I mean, it's crazy. So the theory I had possibly, and I've been studying all this. You know, the the Monte Albano, or whatever you want to call it. I've been studying that a lot lately, right? And the lands, hold up, I want to show you guys. This one I like. This is the image that I prefer to that I like to refer to of the let me see here. Let's see. I think it comes up when I just do this. And yeah, I wanted to get a better setup for you guys too, to show you that or the Monte Albano map without it being all blurry. Okay. Let me show you guys something. Right here, this one. This is my favorite map to refer to. Right here. When it comes to the Beyond the Ice Wall stuff. And I've been really looking in depth into this Beyond the Ice Wall stuff, guys. It really fascinates me. Tierra del Fuego. Tierra of Fire. And they say it wasn't really because it was like on fire. It's because it had spices growing like wild everywhere. So, at least that's according to the Woken Undead. So, this is the one I like to refer to, y'all. I need to figure it out so I can actually like put a background behind me or something, like a green screen. I guess I'm just going to go live on TikTok right now. But this is the one I like to refer to. Oops. Crap. Why is it so... Well, that looks like crap. On 10. What the hell? Hold on. You know what? Hold up. I think it's that bright ass light that I got going on here. Maybe? Bet. Nope. Damn, it's the camera. No shit. Well, that sucks. You guys can see it from back here. It's beyond this one. That really blows donkey dick, dude. Why is it like that? Why is it like that? What a crack. What a crap, dude. Screw it. And now, sorry, TikTok. Let me get my cell phone out. See if I can get you guys a little better view of that. So basically it's got a setup, right? See, and that's where I'll get good. This is where I'll get good at this, you guys. I'll be able to minimize myself and then put it in the background of my video my live. You know what I'm saying? That's where I want to get. I know there's a green screen feature on here that I could do. I got a green screen. That's what I need to start doing. I'm gonna up the ante on my lives, y'all. They're gonna be lit. Like, for some reason, dude, my lives get hellacious views, bro. That seems to get more views than my videos do. But I want to up the ante on my lives. I think that could be a real niche for me. I've had a couple offers for some collabs too, which I'm super excited about. A couple, growing bigger names on YouTube want me to join their podcast in live. So I'm pretty stoked about that coming up here. And I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to start collabing with people. Like, for longest time, I kind of put it off just because I wanted to get established. But I'm going to start doing that here. So, let me see. Beyond the Ice Wall. Hold up, guys. Hold up. This stuff is just so fascinating to me. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say that I absolutely know it's facts, because I don't. Nope, same thing. It's that camera. It's that camera. Bro. That's freaking depressing. Ugh. Okay. So, shit, dude. Let me see here. Hold up. Studio. Let's see this. View. What's the multi-screen look like? Oh, no, it's not. It ain't gonna work. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try the green screen thing. That's what it's gotta be. And I know I have that feature on here. I know I do. So, it's the one that says, if you guys look it up, if you get a chance to check it out, it says The World Beyond the Ice Wall, right? And it's the one I showed you guys the last time that had all like the telekinesia, Isle of Anubis, Isis, Osiris, all those names, Atlantis, Lemuria. They have Odin, the walls of Asgard, like way outside, right? Way outside. And then out here, like on the map, maybe I can show you kind of back here. That's where I need to get a big screen for you guys. So right here is the abyssal ocean, right? The abyssal ocean. Okay? That's like the water, they say the waters are so deep they're black. The waters are so deep they're black, right? So what I'm saying is this just popped into my brain, right? And it's a huge what if, and I'm probably just I'm reaching, but that's what I do. I love to reach, man. You know what I mean? Like I love to push the envelope of the gnarly and the fringe, right? What if per se the eruption or whatever you want to say was not that, it was what we were talking about earlier. In the video, I wish I could show it to you, but in the video of the anomaly, you know, like it looked like it was kind of like, I don't know, out of the, you know, but under the water in the video, I saw a massive, like it was lighter than the water almost object. And upon possibly zooming in, I thought I saw something, but dude, I can speculate. It's so blurry, dude. It's really hard to tell. Most people would be like, "You're just seeing things. You're reaching," and that's fine. But whatever was under the water in that area looked massive. Okay, so. My theory, because I know what I feel that I am 100% confident in what I feel I might know. You know what I'm saying? Might. From what I've seen here and studied and just done a lot of research, what if it was a massive creature of sorts? Like, unfathomable. I'm serious. I don't know. I knew. People are gonna hate. That's fine. But I've seen what I've seen. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys, dude, most of y'all, man, the haters out here, bro. That's fine. You know, It's gonna slap everybody in the face. You know what I mean? Sooner or later. Not saying that. Not saying Godzilla, bro. No, I never said that. I'm just saying something big, okay? And what I believe is, if say it was, I believe that what it is every so many years, okay? Every so many years, the creatures, maybe possibly from the abyssal ocean, they come way inland to possibly warmer waters and maybe not a larger amount of food, but a larger amount of food in a smaller area. They're breeding, possibly, is my thought. It's just a really, really wild wild outlandish theory. You know what I'm saying? but they could possibly just be coming inland maybe every 1,000 years. I don't know. But to breed. And then they do their damn thing and they skeet back out. But obviously we're monitoring it well. You know what I'm saying? And Dre, you know they would, bro. Like, you know they would. You know they would. Yeah, probably something like that, MR. Well, if you guys check it out, look at the I showed you the map, right? The map of Monte Urbano. Did you see all the creatures he drew? And that was in 1587. That was in 1587, y'all. You know what I mean? And I'm actually been watching a couple videos lately that said that we've misread all the old coins. That the ones were I's and L's. So it wasn't the 19s or the 15s or the 6. It was like 656, not 1656. So possibly somewhere along the way we just tacked on 1,000 years. And where did they go? How does Monte Urbano have his map with no ice in 1587 and now all of it's covered in ice? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can fold it into a globe. But when it's flat, it's out flat earth. Oh, happy birthday, Tanya. What's up, girl? Good. I'm getting used to this chat. It's different style. Happy birthday. How old are you? Or how young are you, I should say. Oh, don't you just wish you had an audience, huh? Get out there and do it, dude. Talk it. Yes, everybody say happy birthday to Tanya. Sing to her. I'm not. Climate change, this guy. Global warming, huh? Your channel got a strike for what? Do you have a podcast there, Junior Camarillo? Or JR, whatever. Yeah, sorry. For a second I wasn't, guys. For a second I wasn't. But then sometimes people get mad if I do too much comment reading. So I don't know, man. Like, bro, use your head. Look at the land mass. That doesn't even come close to equaling Antarctica, my guy. Use your head. Fold that up into a globe, bro. It's way bigger than Antarctica. Way. Possibly, sure. No. Global warming. Just look at, okay. Yeah, it's probably getting warmer. Alright? It's probably getting warmer. But Go on Google Earth and look at the amount of ice on this planet. There ain't enough ice on this planet to melt down and raise hardly anything to the oceans, dude. It'll never flood. That's just a big scare tactic or something. I don't know. Yeah, way bigger. Thank you, hell no. Way bigger, bro. And dude, I just read this account, right? I read this account from a gentleman from 1894. The Iron Republic. The Iron Republic. No, but most like he probably couldn't. No, he couldn't go look at them all, but he probably compiled that map off of a bunch of different maps. Possibly is from different map sources. Yeah. Yeah. There you go, Smoky God. But not that story in particular. This gentleman that went to the Iron Republic, it was different. He was a politician who made the wrong move and lost the faith of his people and his party. So, and he was wealthy. His dad was a lawyer, so he got left a pile of money. So he bought a ship and started sailing. Obviously got a crew. But he started heading south. Right? And he gets to Antarctica and basically apparently sees this really tall mountain pass. All right? So he climbs it. Him and his people, they hike it. It was really, I guess it was a pretty easy trudge. It wasn't anything too daunting. So when they get to the top, they could see this opening, or like a river literally running right through the middle of the ice, the Antarctica basically, and it was just a ways off, but it was flowing freely. And he says in the book that he could see where other people that had came down or sailed to Antarctica, he could see that those openings or channels would be piled full of ice and blocked off. But at that time when he sailed there, they opened up. And so what are those called? The summer gates. Why are they called the summer gates? Well, because in the summer they open up. The ice melts and they open. Admiral Byrd, I'm pretty sure, went to Antarctica. I'd have to double check, but I think it was their winter, which they would do that on purpose because they would want to see the channels. So he sails through this channel, gets through Antarctica, and then it opens up to black seas. And he said the waters were like nothing he's ever sailed. They were rough. And he just keeps sailing and sailing until finally he sees lights, like city style lights on a landmass. And he thinks, oh shit, how did I get here? I must have turned around. He thought he was, I want to say he said South America. He's like, damn it, I didn't want to come back here. So he throws the anchor and just chills. But then the people ashore hop on a boat. It's like a little dinghy. and boom, heads to their ship. Takes them ashore, and they are basically, they tell them they're from America, okay? And they're like, America? What are you doing here? More or less. And he asked where we're at. Where are we at? He said, you're as far south of Antarctica as the United States is from Antarctica. You're as far from Antarctica south as the United States is from Antarctica. So he's double the distance south. True, based on, well, it was in, so if you look up Iron Republic, okay, and I'm going to do a little more on this, I might even do a video on it. If you look up the Iron Republic, it won't come up. You got to look up Iron Republic, Florida magazine. And it'll come up. And wait till you read the account. Wait till you read the account. It's a whole, it's like a small, it's like a short story, and this gentleman told it, that who experienced it. He lived on the Iron Republic, or he lived with them in the Iron Republic. He said their way of life, their way of doing things, it wasn't so money based, it wasn't so greed based. They functioned very well. Everybody was more or less happy. There was no, elite bullcrap trying to take you down or nothing. I don't know. Just stuff like that. They said it was really, really cool and calm. Everybody was chill. Everybody was happy. Everybody was paid right. I think they did a barter system. I don't think they had money. If I haven't read the story, like I said, this is just kind of a rough overlay. But they didn't have money because they knew how evil it was. And they even tell them, well, you cut your, like it's almost like they knew about the United States too and how we are. It was odd. I think other countries go there often. Like they almost act surprised that somebody from the U.S. came there. Yeah, maybe Bird did. Maybe Bird ended up in the Iron Republic. I don't know. Possibly. Yeah, maybe, sure. I need to check out that Eternals movie. That sounds interesting. There you go. Sure. I think each is more of a flat mass, spinning and teeter-tottering, and the teeter-tottering is what causes their tides to go in and out. Could be the Tartarians. Ah, right. What up, Yoda? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. So, I don't know, these accounts that I'm reading, man, like, and then, the maps, and I don't know, man. It's not something that isn't worth looking at. Is that where tartar sauce comes from? UFOs are Tartarian tech. Interesting. Thank you, Josh Huffman. I appreciate it. And I will be posting a video. Andy Mortem, how you doing? How are you? White Tyler, what's happening? And dude, Bruno, what's happening, man? Extension. Eternals. Yeah, there's a lot of predictive programming going on right now. But man, like I said, dude, our planet has a long history. And there's been a lot of different things here. A lot of them. A lot of different creatures, a lot of different life forms. Man, it is crazy. It's really crazy. He said they were normal. They look just like us. Yeah, that's why I gotta watch what I'm saying. I'm not trying to really be big movement person or nothing. I just like the content, man. They looked like us. They were normal people. According to this book, this is just an account. It's all subject to scrutiny. FIPO. Maybe so. Of a movie on the Dracos, huh? Interesting. Yeah, so what I heard about CERN with that is somebody, like I think I've told you guys this before, but somebody who lived more or less, worked closely with somebody who was really high up in NASA, said that the ETs come down and they actually capture all the evil spirits and entities on our planet. And they got really pissed off because an ally who thought he was doing good, apparently, kind of questioned that, while they had the CERN portal open, shut down the particle accelerator. And when he did that, it shut it down with the portal open. So thousands and thousands more evil entities flowed through. So now they're having to do extra work to round them back up, more or less. I don't know, man. That's spooky. Buzz Aldrin, for sure. He saw something in Antarctica, didn't he? So, you got to say and ask yourself, it's like, until you actually travel out there, how do you know, man? You just know what you're told, and taught. It wasn't too long ago. God, it was within the last, I want to say, God, 2-3 years maybe? Time flies. I'll check out Cuba. It sucks though, like the censorship or whatever. It really does, because man, I'd just rather know the truth and learn it, man. Like I'd rather know the truth. I don't see what the hell is the big deal, What up, David Madrano? Hummingbird chirps, titty sprinkles. Little angry Norwegian Granberg. According to what you heard, I heard somebody tried shutting it down, or they sabotaged it at the wrong time. Time flies when you're beautiful. That's right, Yoda. Yes, sir. Fucking A, man. Yeah, so yeah, no, and that was premised by, people saw that come in the ultimate censorship, and I think it's because, man, a lot of people are waking up right now, and I don't think it means anything necessarily bad. I don't know why it's trying to be stopped so heavily. I don't see the big deal, but I don't know. maybe it's, like I always say, truth is stranger than fiction, right? I mean, maybe like why I won't share one of my finds. Like, dude, my find, like what I found, dude, is just, it's verifiable, dude. Like it's just so obvious, and it's like I want to, like, dude, the only way I'd probably ever even share it is probably like if, I don't know. I mean, I might talk about it in a collaboration with a big time YouTuber. Like if Joe Rogan hits me up and says, "Bro, what'd you find?" I'm gonna be like, "All right, bro. Here's what I found." You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's almost like you gotta, if you're gonna be sharing stuff like Joe Rogan, right? He can, because he's so world renowned. They can't just take him out without everybody being like, like little old me, dude. I don't know. They may not even notice. You know what I'm saying? Like, people would. I understand that, but not on that level. Like, the whole world wouldn't know. I don't think I feel like I've been, I mean, I've had a lot of spammers trying to send me links lately, so maybe that's an attempt for them to try and steal my account. I don't know. But he did sell his podcast, but he's still doing it. Yeah, that's FIPO stuff. I just like to, and see, I feel like because I talk so outlandish that maybe I get some slack because it's so outlandish. So, which is, I don't know, it's more fun to me. Yup, the God particle. It's supposed to, they say it's, I don't know. I don't like talking about that a lot either. That's one of those things, too. It's kind of like the Illuminati, you know what I'm saying? You just kind of stay away from that stuff. Because it's, I don't know, it's touchy stuff. I've heard some bad things. Yeah, that statue is suspicious. Tinfoil Hat Podcast. What up, Mojo Jojo? What's happening? Yeah, dude, like, it's funny you say that about Tom McDonald, bro, because he speaks out, bro. What, they think he's, no, he talks the truth. I don't think he's necessarily, like, NWO. I wouldn't think. Y'all remember NWO from wrestling? WCW versus NWO? New World Order. Dude, if I really went, harder than paint, bro. Yeah, some of my stuff, dude, it's pretty crazy, man. It's pretty crazy stuff. Mostly just, dude, like, I don't care for the, I'm not on the vaccine. I don't care. That's played out, dude. Everybody talks about the vaccine. Why risk my account for the vaccine talk? You know what I mean? To me, I like talking about the old stuff, like the Titanomachy. I don't know if I'm saying that exactly right. I'm telling y'all, that shit, it's more real than people want to ever admit. And what's crazy, dude, like, I don't know. So one of the main things I found is in a national park, right? I feel like you could go there, and it's on an island north of Iceland. It's actually it's owned by a random company, or a random country, excuse me. You'd never guess who owned it, but it was like hardly inhabited, really desolate, cold, always crappy weather. I would love to go explore it. and just see, like, if what I'm seeing is still there. It'd be mind-blowing. Hold on. So, the weirdest, dude, like, when I say, guys, like, the weirdest creatures I've ever seen, like, just gnarly stuff. And it could just be, I don't know. I'm not sitting here saying it's absolutely real. It's what I see. It's what I see. So I've found situations, like, in scenes or images where it looks like beings are riding like bigger, like larger, like animal, like dinosaur like beings. I don't like saying it too much because everybody just thinks I'm crazy. But I know. Okay. Let me see. I downloaded a couple sources. I want to read about the Titanomachy real quick. Come on. It's weird too, dude. It's like once you start seeing the stuff, you just can't stop seeing it. Pick it right out. Boom, 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 boom. It's all weathered. It's all old, man. They've been rotten for a long time, some of them. Something crazy happened. It's like everybody was fighting, and then a third party just comes in and just drops this freaking, like, total, just puts a stop to the fighting. Just stops, bro. Like, it just blouses the fighting. Like, I see scenes where it looks like two crews, man. They're going at each other. They're bound and determined. It's war. And all of a sudden, dude, they are just stopped. Like, in their tracks. Something. I don't know if it was like what you want to call God. You know? Maybe Zeus. You know what I mean? Something like that. So, no, dude, this stuff is just extra, dude. This stuff is extra, man. I'm usually not this, like, hesitant or you know, worried about it. It's just this, it's extra, you know. And I gotta be conscious of it. My platform's growing, dude. I can't, you know, I gotta be careful. Because, dude, what I say influences people's, you know, what they think. Sometimes I gotta plant the seeds, man. You guys gotta figure it out too, right? Sometimes. 34. Titanomachy. I think that's how you say it. I should look it up. That's how it's spelled. That's how it looks like it's spelled. I'm really ticked off that I didn't figure out that OBS. That irritates me. Yeah, I think, dude, when Hulk Hogan turned bad, NWO, baby. It's spelled here. I'll see how it's pronounced. Now I'm gonna read about it here in a second. It's wild, bro. It's Greek mythology, and I guess back in the day there used to be dozens of poems about it, but only one still exists today. Yeah, for sure, for sure. No kidding. Cool. The Nordic Book of Heathen. Interesting. Huh. Book. Dude, it's wild, dude. Like, the more I figure out, it's just like, whoever's watching us or created us or whatever, they gotta be bored, bro. Like, whatever happened prior to us, man. Like, wild, man. It'd have been wild. We don't even understand it. You know, like, I think I understand it, but I don't understand it. You know what I mean? If we actually saw it in person, it'd be nuts.
Titanomachy or Titanomachy.
Titanomachy, like I said, that's what it says. That's how it's spelled. And it's on my board, too. I probably can't hardly see it. I'm not super impressed with this camera on this computer. Is a series of wars in Greek mythology. These wars took place in Thessaly and were also called the War of the Titans, the Battle of the Titans, the Battle of the Gods, or just the Titan Wars. See? Alright, hold up. I want to start from the beginning. Here. Hold up. But that's what those are. Alright? I had a good website that told it in detail, well, a quick detail. Shit. The hell? Come on, man. I like the ones that tell it from the start. They're skipping a portion right there. Maybe fandom? Okay, hold up. Titan Wars Cronus versus. There we go. Let's see what this says here real quick. I know the second one. Hold on. Damn. Elder gods of Greek mythology. Let's see what we say here. Okay. No, damn it. I want to know. Okay, maybe they did say this. Okay, the Titans were 6 elder gods named Cronus, Chios, Krios, Iapetus, Hyperion, and Oceanus. Sons of, it's Ouraon. It's they call it Uranus, but it's spelled like Uranus. And then Gaia, Mother Earth, who ruled the cosmos before the Olympians came to power. When their father was king, he imprisoned 6 brothers of the Titans, 6 giant brothers. The Cyclops, the Hecatonchires. Now these Hecatonchires are gnarly beasts. One of them was said to have 100 arms, right? At least this is what they say in the Greek mythology. In the belly of earth, Gaia was incensed and incited her Titan sons to rebel, because Uranus saw that the Hecatonchires were a threat. They were actually stronger than him. But he kind of cast them out and like disowned them because they were so hideous. They were his own kids, but there was 3 of them. Yeah, 3 of them, I'm pretty sure, were the Hecatonchires, and he cast them into a prison because they were a threat to his rule. And he ends up doing that to all of them. Led by Cronus, 5 of the 6 brothers laid an ambush for their father, seizing hold of him as he descended to lie upon earth. Descended to lie upon earth, right? What that means, he was flying. He descended to lie upon earth and sleep or whatever. A being that flies. Four of them, Hyperion, Chios, and Lepidus, were posted at the 4 corners of the earth to hold sky fast, while Cronus, in the center, castrated Uranus with an adamantine sickle. That's crazy, adamantine, right? After they had seized control of the cosmos, after they seized control of the cosmos, the Titans released their storm giant brothers from Gaia's belly, only to lock them away shortly after in the pit of Tartarus. Tartaria, right? Tartarus. Tartaria. Only to lock them away shortly afterwards in the pit of Tartarus or Tartaria. Same concept, right? Uranus and Gaia prophesied that a son of Cronus would eventually, and they told Cronus this when he overthrew Uranus and Gaia. Okay? So Cronus had the same mentality as his father, which happens a lot. Monkey see, monkey do, right? You watch your dad do a certain thing growing up, then it's easy to follow in them footsteps. So Cronus did the same thing. He ends up And so the Titan King, in fear for his throne, took to devouring each one of his offspring as soon as they were born, which animals do. Only Zeus escaped his fate because his mother Rhea. She deposited him on a cave on the island of Crete, and I've showed you guys that. Crete Island, right? That's in the Mediterranean by Sardinia, and that's where I found them footprints on the ocean floor. I don't know if you guys have seen that video, but I found what looks to be footprints or steps all over the ocean floor west of Sardinia, if you ever want to check it out. And one of those footsteps, I measured, and if that's what they are, I measured almost 5,000 feet. A footprint. So I did the math in my head. My foot is a 12. I'm 6 foot tall. So 72 inches, 6 times 12, 72. Okay? So I figured take 5,000 feet times 6. 30,000 feet is what I guess that the beast was walking around the ocean over there. Okay? That's just a theory. But, and I know that sounds crazy, but just hear me out. Upon reaching adulthood, Zeus actually infiltrated Cronus's what did he call it? Servants, like they're servants, but not quite that, not quite. They didn't call it servant. He was like one of the, he'd like serve him wine and listen and talk to him and be one of his more or less, cronies. That's how he ended up infiltrating, and he had the help of some of Cronus' own people because they were sick of him. So he infiltrated his father, and the whole time he was serving Cronus, Cronus had no idea that Zeus was his son. So eventually, Zeus mixed a bunch of like mustard seed, like mustard, in his wine, is what it says. And this is where it's like, okay, I mean, how can they just sit in his belly forever? You know what I mean? Kind of seems a little weird that he eats them and then they're just chilling. And then on other accounts I've read he imprisoned them. Okay, but you know, when they're retelling the story as a Greek living in Greece, you know what I mean? Yeah, that footprint thing was crazy, bro. That's why I wish I could show you guys my stuff, man. Like, that was actually pushing the envelope, the footprint. It almost like pains me, you know, not to share it, not to share it almost pains me, guys, not to share my discoveries. It really does. But there's a right place and a right time, and I'll know that time. But it does. It really does. It pains me, man. Like, seriously does. Like I said, my mom was like telling me, well, dude, those might make you like, they might like make you famous, like put you on the map, you know? And I'm like, yeah, but then, you know, I don't know, it could do the exact opposite. You know, I could share the stuff and then what, you know? They just go in, cover it up, and I don't know, just it's a tough call. It's a fine line. So his dad got sick, puked up his brothers and siblings. So Pindar and Achilles, Cronus, and the Titans were later released from this prison, and the old Titan became king of Elysium. But basically it was the Olympians versus the Titans, and the Olympians won, and that's when Zeus became the ultimate god, our ultimate god. The Cyclops beings were who gave him his lightning bolts, which I thought that was a crazy thing. I had never heard that. I read a really good one earlier, man. Okay, here, let me read this right here. Maybe this is it. Yeah, I think maybe this is it. Hold up. Let me read this account real quick. When the Titans were in power, Uranus was the ruler of the universe. However, he caused the wrath of his wife Gaia after incarcerating some of her children, the Cyclops and the Hecatonchires, in the depths of the earth, Tartarus. That was crazy. Gaia decided to take revenge and create a giant adamantium sickle. She then told her children to castrate their father in order to overthrow him. Only Cronus agreed, and after he formed a plot with his mother, he managed to overpower his father and castrate him. From Uranus's blood that fell on the earth, 3 sets of children were born: the Gigantus, the Erinus, and the Meliae. While from the blood that fell into the sea, the goddess Aphrodite was born. See, this was the good one. I missed it. Cronus took the throne from his father, but not before Uranus made a prophecy that his son would also be overthrown by his own sons. Afraid that he would lose reign, Cronus turned to the same tyrant-type ways that his father Uranus had. He put his brothers back into Tartarus and also ate his own children, his own brothers that they actually helped him in overthrowing Uranus. He throws them in prison in an effort to prevent the prophecy from becoming true. However, his wife Rhea tricked him and saved her youngest child. She fed him a stone. From his father's paranoia, she hid Zeus in a cave in Crete. Dude, I would love to go check out Crete Island, where he was raised supposedly by a goat, Amalthea. When Zeus grows up, he became his father's cupbearer. That's the word I was looking for, his cupbearer, without revealing his true identity. Helped by Metis, the Titan goddess who later became Zeus's first wife. He gave Cronus a mixture of wine and mustard, causing him to vomit one by one the children that he had swallowed. When all of his brothers and sisters were freed, Zeus gathered them and convinced them to start a rebellion against his father. Cronus. Thus started the Titanomachy. Zeus released the Hecatonchires, who his father imprisoned, and the Cyclops from Tartarus, and asked their help against their own brother. They all agreed. The Hecatonchires started hurling rocks against the Titans, while the Cyclops created the famous thunderbolts for their leader Zeus. Themis and Prometheus were the only Titans that fought on the side of Zeus. So there was Themis and Prometheus were Titans that fought with Zeus, the Olympians. When the war ended with the Olympians on the winning side, all Titans except Themis and Prometheus, and here you go, listen to this, guys. This is creepy. When the war ended with the Olympians on the winning side, all the Titans except Themis and Prometheus were jailed back in Tartarus and were guarded by the Hecatonchires, Zeus, along with his brothers Poseidon and Hades. Divided the universe by drawing straws, Zeus won and became king of the sky, as well as the ruler of mortals and gods. Poseidon became the ruler of the seas, while Hades, who drew the shortest straw, became the ruler of the underworld. This was the dawn of a new era in Greek mythology. Pretty cool stuff, man. Pretty cool stuff. And, you know, I've showed you guys those images of, the Sheol out of the Book of Enoch. Or Sheol, Sheol. Yeah, Sheol. I have to look up the pronunciation on that one, but it's basically, it shows like a flat earth plane, a dome, then there's pillars of earth, and there's the Sheol, which is the underworld, the darkness. Alright? So, yeah, it's kind of like a hollow earth theory, sure. You know? It's kind of like an hollow earth theory for sure. So when I go around, basically what I'm getting at is when I go around Google Earth and I see what I see, it resonates with that. Like I don't understand how the beings are so massive. Some of them that I see anyway. And then we already talked about the Iron Republic, and I'm going to get more into the Iron Republic. I actually have the PDF to download and read. Well, that was like a metaphor, bro. The gods drawing straws. Sheol. Thank you, Fred Harris. What up, Samuel Hurtado? She was born from sea foam. Enoch will give you the truth. Only first Enoch is the truth. Interesting. Huh. Yeah, sometimes. Oh, your ex. Glad to hear she's your ex. So, wild stuff. I'm going to have a lot more content. I got to also do a commercial for this wallet that I got from Exeter. This is cool. So I'm going to do something like that. And then I'm going to do the Wendigo stories finally. I've just been trying to get this PC organized, and I wanted to tell you guys too. I did create a web page, and I'm working on. I got a lot of podcast content uploaded, but I got a lot of like my YouTube videos to upload and stuff like that. It sucks though, because it's like a lot of my content. I mean, I didn't have anything storing it, so I did, but I didn't. Like, a lot of it's on TikTok, but I have to compile the videos back up again. To be honest, I think a lot of them are on my iCloud. I just gotta check it out. So I'm gonna upload them all to my and what I'm thinking about doing possibly is maybe on my webpage, pushing the envelope a little more. You know what I mean? maybe on my webpage I can be a little more open and not feel like I gotta be restricted, you know. So I might share a little more on my webpage, which I probably could. I don't see why I couldn't. Wendigo is a chimera. Interesting. And it is. So, this gentleman, dude. So I seen some dudes hating on him on my night owls on my Facebook, right? And dude, he's taking pictures and he's seeing things in them. And everybody's like, I don't know what you're seeing and all this stuff. Like, it sounds crazy if you take the time, man. What people do is they discount if the image is blurry or if it's like not definitive. They just discount it instantly. But if you study it, if you literally study these, like Google Earth, if you study it and look at it and pick out patterns and stuff like that, you can see it. The veil is definitely lifting. It's really interesting. It's weird, right? It's weird. Like I said, and I've talked about this before. I heard another case the other day. This dude was hunting with his old lady, right? And he's just chilling there, and she's got her gun up. She's kind of looking through the scope. He figures she's just kind of, scanning the area. And dude, all of a sudden, she just starts unloading out of nowhere on this. What she said was a deer, right? And he's up here, he's looking up, and he's like, and it's like open field, bro. It's blatant. And once again, bro, no deer. There was no deer out there. People, I've heard that story so many times this year, I don't even know, it freaks me out. Not only that, I've heard people dropping them and then walking up to them and they're gone. Like, I'm not sure what it means, but maybe because deer, and I know it sounds crazy to say, but animals do vibe higher than us. Maybe because they vibe higher, they're able to, or not. They're not doing it on purpose, but it's maybe by accident. They're flashing in and out of the dimension. Like, I imagine when the shift takes place, it's probably just not clean and cut. Like, it's not all of a sudden when you just, like, you end up in the next dimension. Like, I imagine you'd probably teeter in and out of it. You know what I mean? Possibly. So, there's definitely a shift going on. The energy's changing. It's probably why I had that anomaly here. I haven't seen it around or anything lately. I guess I'll have to keep my eye out. I need to start meditating again, possibly. But I kind of stopped because I was just worried. I wasn't quite sure whether or not I should, because somebody emailed me and told me that, kind of like I showed you guys when I showed you the dude's TikToks with the orbs and saying that they're being controlled or something. Somebody told me that that entity was possible, not a light entity, but I don't know. I think that's kind of just perception or perspective. I mean, so I don't know. I think if I embrace it as a good entity, it'll be one. I don't think it's like, but she's like, she was telling me that if you ever feel like you're being watched by something odd, like frequencies or anything, I heard if you take a tuning fork and you test every window, you take a tuning fork and you put it on every window of your house, and if you're being like watched or somebody's using these energy type weapons, I guess, I don't know, I don't want to call them like a weapon necessarily, but energy type tactics on you, that tuning fork will literally start to sing. It'll literally start to vibe because of the frequency of whatever waves are passing through your window. So, I thought that was pretty cool. I've been wanting to buy a tuning fork to just check it out. You never know. But see, I think the orb was the good one. Mine, and then it was getting rid of the bad ones. A Dementor, huh? Not sure. Yes, dude, you're right, Drake. Or Dre. Spiritual tech. And it is, dude. It's like, I was reading about it the other day. It seems almost magical to us. But it's actually like metaphysics and all kinds of different sciences. Physics, metaphysics. I can make one, huh? Ooh, Tanya flirting. Get it. I've seen good orbs. She's like, No, not shadow people, no. Yeah, that's what I try to do. You saw those pictures? Dude, I hate to tell you, but I saw everything he said. Everything. I didn't comment on it, but I saw everything he was talking about in them pictures. I did. Yeah, we don't understand it. We do not. Like, dude, he's got multiple pictures on God of this. He calls it Mantis Man. Fam, like, it looks like a big-ass praying mantis, like full size, dude. It's wild. But, dude, it's like, and I've noticed, too, everything, dude, I'm seeing faces. I'm not saying pareidolia, dude. They're not just the same type of structured human faces. I'm seeing gargoyles, like dragons, dude. Like, I don't know. I mean, it could just be a hefty imagination, right? But I'm just seeing a lot of different types of beings, dude, and maybe it's Google Earth. Who knows? But I swear to God, dude, it's something. We're going into the next, and stuff's starting to become, they talked about that in, Stargate. Project Stargate, right? Project Stargate. Where the CIA started to, they'd meditate, and they'd get you to tap into the other hemisphere of your brain. And once you did, like, one lady said that she was part of this project, and she would be out with her family, and she'd be seeing fairies out here flying around and everything. She'd be pointing them out to her family, but they can never see them, and she's sitting here going, they're right there. I mean, it's plain as day. How can you not see them? But it's because she tapped into that portion of her brain through meditation, and it opened that frequency up to her, so now she could see all these entities that everyday people miss every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, walk right by them. Gnomes, all that stuff. Bet. What? Mantis has been reported by 70% of patients. Dude, that's awesome you know that, bro. Mantis has been reported by 70% of patients in the new university studies. Oh, crap. On DMT. But they don't interact like elves. What do they interact like, bro? What up, damn privacy? Yup, rock apes. Yes, sir. There's one last that... There's a big meeting in Antarctica with the elites. Okay. Interesting. Okay, Gary Wayne. All right. Have you witnessed the mantis beings? They're interesting for sure. I always love it, Tanya. Look at you guys. You guys are awesome. Tanya, how old are you? I got to ask. How old did you turn today? Yeah, oh, you're good, bro. Hell yeah, get it, bro. I don't care. It's fun. Mantis and elves. So, according to Joe Rogan, right, when he did DMT, he saw elves. And they check your ego. They basically do an overall, like, basically an ego check to you and tell you who you are and how you are. And in abductions. Wow. I don't even, so, I guess since we're talking about, like, I don't even know where to get that shit. Like, I don't even begin to know. $42. $40. Was I not supposed to ask that question? Uh-oh. That's young shit. Hello from Bismarck. Bro, where, dude, where, bro? Where? I want to know. 42 years young. You look way younger than 42, so you doing good. $24, right? Yeah, Samuel, you know what to say, my guy. Get it. See, I'd have to be by myself, I think, if I did it. I'd want to be alone. At least the first try. I would want no hinderment. I wouldn't want to have to entertain nobody. I just want to be in my own being. No, that's not weird. Dirty 30 here, yep. I'm 34. No, you don't. No, why not? Dustin Collins. Don't worry, Booth Tank. You cracking me up, bro. 27. Nice. 22. So in the book of Jubilees, it refers to God creating other dimensions for everything mankind creates via thought. Hence, let us create man in our own image and likeness. Interesting. I might have one person. 56, I'm the oldest here, he said. Who's booed? No, he's not a bot. You can get trapped in the shit you might see. Stop it. Since this is probably not going to get monetized anyway, I need to be, so enlighten me all with some of this DMT stuff. I need to hear about this crap. That's, yeah, you're an old soul. 54, 28, 53, couple of in their 50s. No kidding. That's awesome. My mom's almost 60. Susan McCormick, 62. I'm the oldest. Nice to meet you. Samuel plus... Are you guys like in the vicinity of each other? Are you guys close? MMA radio, yeah. I like to think I have an old soul. Yeah. I heard it doesn't last long. Yeah, and it's actually right. It's actually naturally produced in our brain when we dream. Karina Eastman, you were told to check me out? For sure. Hey, cool, Brian Blank. Send it away, buddy. NightGod87 at Proton Mail. That's where I like to get all my... What? 14-minute high? What, bro? I thought it was longer than that. I thought it was like a couple hours or something. It feels like an eternity? Really? That is so weird. I feel like it's just gaining traction. Like, bro, I know about this stuff. Like, you know, I never hear about it. I know about that world, and I've never heard anybody ever come across me with none of that. Ever. Like in college and nothing, bro. Makes sense. A giant that was 12 to 15 tall. No kidding. That's cool. Nice, Jesse. Nice. Yeah, dude, I talk about giants a lot. That's cool, man. Yeah, they're one of my favorite subjects, for sure. Wild. Yeah, true. Bro, you gotta be careful on the, dude, you gotta be careful on Facebook, bro. You gotta be careful. Just telling you. I dream quite a bit. Thank you, I appreciate it. I need to get cracking and do some more videos. I know, dude. Like I said, dude, I've been trying to invest back into creating, like by getting this computer, and the programs for editing videos are a lot better on here, but they're a lot more in depth, a lot trickier to use than my iPhone, you know. So it's gonna take some getting used to. It'll take a while to get good at it. And what you see is the actual world. Cool. I could dig it, bro. My mindset's already there. Is that where you go? No kidding. The dark web. Be crazy. Comes from the giant swords of the peace treaty? What? What are you talking about, does? Yeah, I will for sure, Lito. For sure, dude. I got a Acer Nitro 5, 16 RAM, 16 gig RAM. I wish I had a terabyte of storage, but only had 512. And I was only $100 off of the Intel Core 7 processor, but I got the 5. I like it though. It's fast. It's legit. I know, right? They don't try to do that. I do. I got nightgod333.com, bro. Check it out, nightgod333.com. For real. I just made a webpage too. That's what I've been doing too. Hey, thanks for joining my membership. Appreciate it. Welcome to the Titans, sir. The Titans. Holy crap, dude. Appreciate that. Oh, and hey guys, I wanted to tell you too, I got that other design for you guys on my gear. The one with the angel wings. So check out my gear if that's what you're and let me know, you guys, if you feel like the prices are a little too high. Be honest. If you feel like that, if they are, I'll knock them down a little bit. But dude, like I was only making, like it's I mean, probably shouldn't even be like talking about this. I don't care. I was, dude, like on $25 sales, dude, I was bringing home like $3. So then they're like, well, you got to adjust the prices yourself to gain the over. I'm like, damn. Like, dude, I'm serious. $25 hats I was bringing home less than $5, bro. It's like, what? How the fuck? You gotta sell you gotta sell thousands of them, you know? So I had to jack the prices up a little bit. Hell yeah. I'm always down. You know what? Someday maybe we'll do... How can they... I think they have these like chat rooms. On Spotify, I know they do. I don't know if they've had much success. But... That's such a tough call for me. Because it was Enki in... the book of Enki who didn't want to actually... It was Enki who didn't want to get out the weapons of terror. $50 a hat? No, dude, I charge... They're not crazy. I think my hats are like tops 25. But they do have... I got a couple fitteds there. Oh, it's okay. That's okay. I don't expect you guys to send me nothing. Brian Blank's just insisting on sending to my messenger. Yeah, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. And then in the book of Enki, Enlil gives the green light on the weapons of terror to Enki's son. Enlil was he was above Enki. He was like the world ruler. But he's the one that unleashed the weapons of terror. Appreciate that, Yoda. Dude, I hear such weird sounds out here, y'all. I didn't think they were too outlandish. Somebody had said something to me, a friend, we're like, eh. I was like, I don't think so. Dude, Facebook is one of the most monitored platforms out there as far as their messenger. If you're sending... Thank you, San Francisco. If you're sending anything in Messenger on Facebook that's like edgy, I just wouldn't do it. And Leo was actually above his father Anu later in life, right? No, Yoda, you know what? I got that 15 today, boy. You know it. $69.69. Yeah. Giggity. How much do I charge for promoting a product? I don't really know yet, I guess. I don't know. That's a good question. Most what people do is they'll like give me an affiliate link, and then I'll promote a product, right? And then the product, they use my affiliate link to get a discount. Like, I know with these wallets I'm selling, it's going to be like a hefty discount, like 30%. No way, Facebook Messenger is so watched. Oh, my God. I'm not even hating on that. Not the quagmire. Hey, thank you, Santo Lasanti. Stay tuned in, bro. it'll be you know. I always keep it pretty interesting, but I've had more interesting lives before. So I'm coming up with new content. I got stuff on deck. Like, dude, if I wish that's what it sucks is like I said, I got to quit beating the dead horse. It's probably I'm just gonna quit saying it, but man, I wish I could just go uncut. Yes, sir, ML Beats, got you, bro. Yeah, I agree. Instagram, not so bad. Love that live chat goes away after live video is over. Sometimes I share them. Do you guys... So I guess I've never really asked you guys that. Like, do you guys... Are we all flat earth... Are you... What? We're all flat earthers? Is that what you're saying? Who's the flat earthers and who's the rounders? The globers. Gotta know that. Would you guys rather have me not share the chats or share them? Be honest. If you guys would rather have it more private, then I'll leave the chats right out of the post. That's no big deal to me. No, I have not. Have you seen that? Apple headquarters, all seeing eye. Don't repost chat. Okay, all right. Share. See, some people like it, but other people don't. Yummy. And dude, I need to check out that. I want to check out that reptilian interview. Nan V, you wish we could chat privately? Could probably work something out. Og. Age is just a number, Tanya. Oval, I'll take it. You seen the chat last night? Awesome. I thought it, bro. I figured the chat's brought in more viewers, and not a lot of people are saying it, so I think they're impartial. So they're probably going to get shared. Nice to meet you too, there, Miss. Oh, I'm sorry. She's saying at Hummingbird chirps. Dude, I just heard the weirdest sound. What? That happened and people unsubscribe and not... What do you mean? What are you talking about, chirps? Yeah, that's what I figured, Dre, is a lot of times... And I try to read them back, but... What interview? Oh, what interview? I wonder if it is, bro. I was thinking the same thing. I swear. Thank you, Brett Hagen. Dude, you should have been in the one last week, bro. When I talked about that map, I had 600 people in my live, my guy. That's the first update I've gotten all night. See, that's what I'm saying. My lives, dude, I feel like I could find a really good niche in lives, dude. Because even when I do live videos and then I post them, that one about the Monte Urbano map, that's got it's over 20,000 views right now. Oh, booting people out. I never did that. I never booted nobody out of the chat. What are you talking about? Yeah, the reptilian interview. Demetrius Thomas. What's up? Neil. What do you mean? What? I mean, it's all about taking turns, isn't it? Just kidding. Ain't your girl, just your turn. Thank you, Lyrian. Appreciate that. I haven't been posting as much as I normally do, y'all. I'm definitely, dude. So I let the old man borrow the whip today, right? And he backed into a tree in the yard because it was dark, and he messed my shit up. And my car's old. I'm about to get a new whip, so I'm getting having a little pressure put on me. I need to crack down. I've kind of been letting people kind of distract me a little bit here and there at times. Not a bad way, just just prioritizing. And I've been busy. Don't get me wrong. I always work like I made that web page. That took forever. That took dude, I worked on that for probably after I got this computer. 10, 12 hours straight. And then I'm always looking at content. All that stuff. There's always something that needs to be done that isn't content. You know what I mean? Thank you, Nan V. Message me at Proton Mail. Nightgot87 at Proton Mail. I know a giant that got hit in the head with a rock. Okay. What's his name? Oh. Goliath. Otherworldly eyes. Why do you say that, Lyrian? How do you know? Hope you please read this, but I DM'd you on TikTok about a UFO crash that happened in Manitoba, Canada. And dude, those Wendigo stories of Yoda's are about to be sick. So be ready. Read my comment, please. I just did. Yeah, kind of dude, I was going so hard, dude, that it just woof. It took a lot out of me for a minute. So I kind of just took a step back, but I'll get there. We live in a tachyonic universe, but not how we understand it. According to a ghost on a computer from 2109, read the vertical plane if you can find it or look up. Vertical plane. And then Dobbleston Papers. Dobbleston Papers. What are you talking about, Mike? Sick of life? How or why do you talk about nothing that is topic? What do you mean? I covered some stuff. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Did you just join the live? Gravity and Santa are the moon. Yes. Dude, the moon, the gravity is just magnetics. That's all gravity is. I'm telling you. Message retracted. Oh, talking shit, Tanya. Power is so overrated as a show. Interesting. Yeah, gravity's just magnetics. That's all it is. Ozarks. It'll be 45, 45, 90. Right? Are they 45s? 45, 49, 90. 135? Why can birds fly? There you go. The Lyrians. I've heard of them. I've heard of the Lyrians. I have to look them up. Lyrians. Oh shit, bro. Nah. You lying, bro. You lying. The cat people, bro. Nah, that'd be gnarly. I want to meet one. Dude, I love my cat. She's right over there. We vibe. Cats are a vibe. I believe it too, dude. I don't care. Hate on it. I don't care. I believe in it. I believe that shit. Somebody told me at one time, dude, I had 9 different types of people watching. Or types of beings watching. ETs. Never know, man. I know there's a lot more out there than we ever could fathom. So, you guys want me to tell you how big the being is that I found? Since it's getting towards the end, and I like leaking a little bit here and there. And y'all, it's so weird. God, I hate talking about it. It gut wrenches me, but I want to so bad, dude. So, I found this thing, and it was weird. Its hand, it had its hand, right? Like, its hand, and like its other extremity out from being buried. And on its hand right here, right? It was like laying like this, arms down, bro, like this. Everything was buried, all of it, except for his hand and his leg, almost up to his crotch, bro. On God, I could see it plain as day. Plain as day, right? See, that's what I don't want to say, dude. I don't want to say it. This guy, 50 feet. I don't even want to say it. That's why it's scary, bro. But no, it's weird anyway. What I was gonna say first, anyway, is like something like it looked to me like something like bit it, bro, like its arm, like this. Pow. And it was like a pincer. It was thin. Almost, hey, you remember Transformers, right? You remember Transformers? When Megatron has Shia LaBeouf and he's chasing him down in that factory, right? I've been trying to freaking think of what that. I've seen that before, dude. It just came to me. When Megatron was chasing down Shia LaBeouf in the factory, right? I love Transformers. Those are so badass. When he has him pinned, and he's this big ass Megatron, right? And he's trying not to just squish him in one move. And, you know, because I've been squished by an excavator almost. It like cracked my whole back. Dude, it about got me. I was one move away from shit and guts. No lie. It squished me to death. So these machines like Megatron, dude, you'd be squished to a pulp. I mean, he'd make one move and pop your head right off. So remember that part when Megatron has Shia LaBeouf and he has him pinned down and he like shoots this little set of prong pincers, bro, out of his hand, and he's like holding him down with it. He's like, I hate you, human flesh, you know? He has his hands with those pincers. This being, this giant, had these pincers, dude, like that. And you could see, this is all for FIPO. This is all just made up for movie purposes. But anyway, he had pincers, right? You could see this, like, it was so weird. You could see this like, almost, it looked like tongue. I don't know. I want to say tongue, bro, but it's not a tongue. It's different. It shot out of the middle of his pincer, and it was literally burrowing a hole in the skin. It was burn a hole in the skin of the giant. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. The weirdest thing. I don't know what to think about that, but it was gnarly. It's gnarly. And yeah, no, it was like, it was almost like, you know how Alien and Predator, how Alien shoots the little, and it like pretty much punches their brains out the back of their skull. Kind of the same concept. Kind of the same concept. I don't know, I just get excited. It's just wild, dude. It's hard to explain, and I'm hesitant to say it so I don't sound right when I say it. But he had pincers, and it looked like something burrowing in the skin of its arm. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. So, kind of like Scorpion, sure. This guy, dude, he was I would say this giant dude, he was a pup compared to the ones I've seen. I mean, he was big though. He was big. That makes sense. Transformers are symbolic to titans and beings that existed. No, it didn't look like a machine, dude. It might have been. It might have been. And dude, and then there's this other one, and I can't tell. Dude, there's just this one hot spot, man. It's gnarly. It's fucking gnarly. It's a hot spot where I spot like skin tones, and where I see them buried, and it's the weirdest thing. One guy had like the same thing, but just massive holes in whatever extremity was exposed. But they're perfectly circular, like almost like something like burrowed in him, or like burrowed. Have a good one, Yoda. I know it sounds crazy, fam. I know. And I don't know, it could be just creatures that are rotting out, dude. You know, I don't know. It's wild shit. Someday, maybe when the truth starts to, like the giants and stuff, start to get a little more mainstream, I guess. And just let me put it this way, dude. The Book of Enoch said 3,000 L's. Way bigger. Yeah, I seen that. Lab monkeys. Yeah, there's 4 of them loose. You the man, Yoda. Master Yoda. All right, Horacio Juarez. Are you talking to me, bro? I'm not staring. I'm listening. Could be. The Mister on YouTube. Interesting. Dude, there's a better place than Antarctica. I know right where to go. I know the exact spot I would choose. Ha, cool. I'll take it. Dude, I'm telling you, I've made discoveries that they should be told, bro. But I don't know, man. I just don't know. All right. Little angry Norwegian. See you later. Oh, really? Samuel, your age is showing, bro. That's why you can't handle 42-year-olds. You ever see that movie with the monkey that has rabies? They're going to nuke the whole town. And blessings to you, hon. It is. Luke Skywalker with a beard. Interesting. Japan, dude, they be doing some shit. No, Nephilim and giants are real, brother. Trust me. I've seen it. Proof. Cold. Hard. Proof. Rabies? Why would they? The Thing? No. Shape-shifting race? Hey, just like give you some shit, bro. Hence why so many of us end up here. I know, and dude, they're letting me tote the line, right? They're letting me tote the line. I mean, bro, but I could just be, ultimately, it's my opinion. I mean, ultimately, until I more or less prove it. But that's the thing. Maybe proving it would just kind of defeat the whole purpose of the question of the giants. Like, I know, dude, I know a lot, dude. Like, I feel like the Earth has it has secrets. Don't get me wrong, but I would argue, bro, that I have a more and I'm not trying to like I'm not an egotistical person, but I would argue that dude, the reality and I'm telling you guys, it is simply from Google Earth, bro. From what I've seen on Google Earth, that's simply it. Because I put in so many hours. Because, dude, once I just start finding things and seeing anomalies, seeing creatures, dude, I can't stop. It's like an addiction. I just keep going and trying to find the next one and the next beast and the next beast. And then I'm like, dude, and you guys, I grinded for a long time not finding anything substantial, right? Little things here and there like megaliths and faces and, woo, after a while, like, I was just like, okay, this is boring. So I took a long break and then I got back into it. And one day I was like, man, I've never really dabbled and for one, you guys, have you noticed on Google Earth, they take out pretty much the entirety of the North Pole, the Arctic? It's gone. They pretty much take out the entirety of it. But what little there was, I started dabbling around that land. And dude, from what I found there, I don't know, man. It puts Antarctica to shame. And it's mostly because it's not as snowy. You can see more. Oh, dude. The other day I found the Loch Ness, the Meg I found, and this is all in the same area, vicinity generally. what I believe is this is all FIPO, man, for entertainment purposes. I don't know for sure. I mean, it could just be imagery that they put in just to, I don't know. Not really, though. But I don't know. I don't know how Google Earth works. It could just be random luck. But, dragons, absolutely. Sasquatch. The other day I saw what I believed was, like I said, this is what I believe, was it looked like a being of sorts. To me, there was definitely hybrid based on facial structure and body structure. There were hybrid humanoid apes back then that weren't so ape-ish as they are now to us. They were like a Bigfoot, but different, more Planet of the Apes-esque, I guess you'd say, but not even that. Like when I say Planet of the Apes-esque, like I'm saying like the one with Mark Wahlberg, Planet of the Apes, not the new one, not the new ones. Like Mark Wahlberg, Planet of the Apes, where they actually have human-like bodies, have very human-like traits, but they're apes. They absolutely existed. To me, I swear to God, I saw, and I take pictures, I take snapshots, but, you know, a lot, see, that's the thing, like, I wish sometimes that I should trace them or draw them or something, just to kind of highlight the what I'm seeing, just for you guys, but, I saw beings that were literally, dude, I've seen a number of them. They were literally riding dragons. I mean, they had dragons that they were riding them, dude. Like, they weren't like horse style stirrup. Like, they had maybe they were mechanisms, like carriages, almost, you'd say, on top of these beings. Like, and they you can see one, I saw this image where this one was riding this beast, and this other beast is going this way, and you could see it. This dude was riding this beast, and it was like I don't know what you'd want to call it, even. It's a weird looking thing. It was, this beast was going this way, and the guy riding this beast went, whap! Grabbed him out there. Grabbed him out of thin air, bro. Like, if the movies are all, like, dude, they're not even, dude, it sucks because I feel silly at times because what I see, to me, there's really, and dude, people have commented on my videos and criticized me before, often, like, not a hell of a lot, but often, dudes say you believe anything, you know, and bro, it's because of what I've seen and read, and it's not like I'm just verifying this off Google Earth, fam. I'm Google Earthing, and then I'm reading storied accounts relating to what I'm seeing. And they are supposedly, they're supposed to be fiction, but I'm seeing these stories about these not like events and these creatures that I feel like I'm seeing. Like, it's the weirdest thing, man. I verify it, dude. I don't say, you know, I wish there was, you know, on my podcast, I should start doing my podcast more. And actually kind of, you know, just going no holds bar on it. You know what I mean? But I haven't just sat down and done an individual podcast just because I'm so busy, like I feel like I can't sit down and make a podcast when I'm like behind on my content, you know? It really, dude, on God, Troy Diaz, you just said it right there, bro. The world we live in is a mystical tale, bro. It's totally fantastical. we're a boring time here, I think, to me. We're boring as shit. I don't know why we got so lucky to be here. I still haven't figured that one out yet. But yeah, we're not near as entertaining as previous civilizations on this planet. There was at one time there was a melting pot like no other on this planet. By that I mean different species, different ETs. It was like a Star Wars universe, I swear to God, based on what I see, you know? And I'm not making it up. Like this is what I think I believe. You know, I think it, and I just see it, dude. I don't know, and I love it. It don't scare me. I love it. I think it's fucking just amazing, dude, and we're lucky. Because from the battles I've seen, like the remnants of, dude, I don't even know how we're here. I don't get it, dude. Why did they choose us? I still don't know. But I'm telling you guys, like, on God, dude, like, it's not out of the realm of possibility for people and beings on this planet and in this universe, realm, whatever you want to call it. I mean, to have how to get there, I think possibly through meditation. How do you harness it? I don't know, but it's not out of the realm of possibility for us to have straight ass like Merlin like magical powers, dude. And actually, I've been really fascinated with Merlin. I really would like, but there's not a hell of a lot about Merlin out there. But I would love, just like they were saying, those old poems of the Titan Wars. There's only one left on Earth, really? No. Where are they buried? I want to see them. What archives are they buried in? You know what I mean? I would love to get my hands on some old text or some old book that is buried within the depths of the darkness of the archives of wherever, the Smithsonian, I don't know, Smithsonian or something. Dude, I would think it would be so cool, dude, from the start to finish. Dude, I don't know why, like, it don't scare me. The Mister, yeah. It don't scare me, dude. Like, some people, like, that's why I didn't want to really tell the height of that giant that I found, like, because, dude, people can't, I don't know if it's how we were brought up or what we were kind of conditioned as, like how we were conditioned growing up, but people can't grasp it, dude. It, like, literally could send people to the ward, bro. And I'm not out here to hurt nobody at all, but man, I don't know why people are so scared of the idea of it. Like, and I'm not even kidding. Like, if they showed up, hell yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend I wouldn't be scared. Like, if they release the Kraken or whatever you want to say, I'm not gonna sit here and try and be tough like I wouldn't be fucking terrified. Sure, I would, but right now I don't see it happening. And if it does, you know, I don't know. There's something. I feel like there'd be some sort of intervention or something. I don't know. But dude, it's just you just translate to your soul body. Who cares? I mean, it sucked, but it could be a gnarly experience too. You know what I mean? Pretty wild shit. And just like the whole Tonga thing or whatever. No, I already know, bro. Like, I have a feeling, you know, but I can't say I know. I don't know, but no, you know, unless you were there, it's hard to say no, but that was something different. There was something different. I just feel like it was something different. Possibly, you know. I don't know if, you know, maybe the volcano, you know, good. But I don't know. And dude, if that's the case, if it's like a defense thing from something like that, then I don't think anybody's gonna protest. But the only equalizer we even have, which it shouldn't be, is nukes with any of that stuff. But I feel like, I don't know, they have more power? Zone of silence. I like to think so, maybe. And I've been feeling a little funny and like, yeah, no doubt. I feel like my third eye's opening up. It is our cultural concept, absolutely. Death is a human construct. We've been taught about it because that's what they are wanting. And I haven't figured this out. Like, Lacertophiles, I'll check them out. You've been saying that, so I'll look at them. Lacertophiles. I don't know, like, why have they... I just haven't figured out what the... If all this stuff is true about it's planned, it's this, it's that, it's sad a little bit to me, but why? I guess I haven't figured it out why, you know? I've thought about it a lot too and pondered it, like, why fabricate and fake it our whole... I can't grasp it. Like, what is the point in all of it if it's just going to end up being this big reset and we don't make the goal, we don't ascend, or and why are the certain things in control? Like, it's just weird, the money, the elite thing, and it just blows my mind. I'm just sitting here and I'm starting to see these things, and I'm just like what a fantastic world we live in, and what a crazy world. How cool would it be to embrace it all and not trying to deceive each other and try and pull dirt shit on each other and hurt each other. It just seems so simple. It seems so simple. And I have a hard time really believing it's simply money. Maybe? I don't know. I have such a hard time with that. Thank you so much. Thank you, Eternal Soul. But the thing is, okay, yeah, we were deceived by the fallen, Dre, but we're still being deceived. Control, though, what are they gaining? Wouldn't the ultimate be to flourish with your species? Like, if truly we can ascend, and become part of something amazingly spectacular, what's better than that? Is it power? But dude, why would you want to trade off your soul or whatever if this is true? I just can't grasp it. I just can't grasp it. Like, why would you want to be stuck in the third dimension here when you could go start hanging with fucking like fae folk and elves and they can show you things like, bro, like magic. I just don't get it. It just messes me up. Flat Out Truth Channel. Yeah, money has been truly, money is the root of all evil. That's a fact, Jack. That's a fact, Jack. 4D or die. That's a good point. I can dig it for, maybe they know when we ascend we become way more powerful than them. But dude, from what I've seen, we'll never be that powerful. You know what I'm saying? These questions. Huh. Possibly. Maybe they... Thank you. Possibly, maybe they... I think what it is they get so obsessed with... And I'm probably get a little graphic here. They can do whatever they want. They can satisfy any desire, sexually, materially. Obviously, they can do whatever they want. Power-wise, they can torture. They can do anything. And I'm not saying, but they do evil shit like that. Watch Brothel, dude. Right? Yeah, Brothel, the first one. That was gnarly. But that's the type of shit. And it's like, I don't know if that power I just find it hard to believe, right, that some of the smartest people in the world that are at the highest of highs in the gov and shit and positions, they're getting tricked. They're getting tricked. Or to me, the desires are outweighing humanity and just this is just my opinion. I don't know, not really my opinion, but just a statement. This is just a blanket statement. Like, outweighing what's right. It's what's morally right. Money, and that tells you how young of a species we are. But like I told my old man or my uncle this the other day. Because I saw the thing about Russia and all this stuff going on over there. I never talked about that with Ukraine. But I saw the thing about Russia and Ukraine and the U.S. and this World War III and all this shit and that. And I'm starting to think, whoa, dude, are we still there? Are we still there, bro? Like, are we fucking kidding right now? Are we seriously thinking about going to war? I mean, come the fuck on, bro. Like, come on. I was just like, I've thought my whole life we were past war. I've thought my whole life we were past war, bro. But we're not? That's when I told my uncle, I said, it's your generation, bro. When all you croak, it's going to change. That's terrible to say. But it's true. They're the ones. Seems like that 50, no offense, I love you all, not all of you, 50 to 75, 80 generation. Simps, bro. Not all of you. But just, are we still talking about war? It just blows my mind, bro. It's frustrating. Like, I still feel like I gotta go get a freaking gat. I still feel like I gotta go get the Army grade rifle. Still to this day. Of course, I just wanted one, but now I see shit popping off, and I'm hearing premonitions of, from Vajra Chronicles of these crazy ass World War III. I'm like, fucking kidding me? Okay, I'll do whatever I gotta do, but I don't wanna. Like, come on, shouldn't we be in peace? It just seems so fucking barbaric and just fucking simps, bro. That's what I feel. They're simps, bro. That's all I can say about them. They're fucking simps. Like, we're not animals, right? Like, thank you, bro. Are we fucking 5, dude? Still fighting over land? Bro, I swear to God, like my theory on the whole 33 continents thing, I swear I'm right. I swear I am right. The Iron Republic, dude, they figured out how to live right. So they let them out into the next level. I'm telling you, bro. We're going to be stuck in this little bullseye in the middle until we grow the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? We got to quit fighting, dude. It's simple. And you know, we got to quit seeing things like, and see, that's all been indoctrinated right into us. Racism. Difference in color skin when it's silly. You know, all that shit. You know, women, the sexism, all of it. It's all been put right into our and it's been, you know, DNA, man. It's simpletons, man. We're like, it's like we're in a sandbox, and can we make peace or not? Can we figure out how to live in coincidence? Can we live in unison? And we're not winning. And that sucks because it's like, I feel like it's out of my control. I'm sure you guys feel the same. I feel like I have no real sway on it. And dude, I don't know. I gotta quit talking. I'm done. I gotta quit talking. I was just about to start popping off on some dumb shit I should never say. What did they, dude, in that Iron Republic, right? In the Iron Republic, it said one of the guy he was talking with the guy about money. The U.S. guy was talking about the Iron Republic guy, like one of their officials. And he said, he told him money just leads to more greed. He said, if you have a factory and an assembly line, if the owner of the factory gets too greedy and he starts cutting the wages instead of sharing the wealth like he should be and distributing it generally equally, I imagine, not so much as 1,000% markup on your CEOs to your floor workers. More than that probably now. Probably 30,000. I don't know. But he said, how are you going to sit there and deprive your workers of being able to buy the products that they make? It's going to get, he said he foresaw it coming. It's going to get so bad, and so the greed will take over so much that you will be depriving your workers of being able to buy the things they're building. And that's happening. I don't know. It's just, and they knew it. Like, I don't know if I have to read the book. They didn't have a barter system, I don't think, for sure, but it was more fair and it was more equal and even. So, stop it, bro. Knowledge junkie. Don't say that shit, bro. Don't say that shit in my shit, bro. Don't be saying shit like that in my chats, guys. That's weird, bro. What? Wow. That's kind of weird. I don't know. I gotta figure out how to go on multiple livecasts because I can't control the comments. Either way, it's getting late, guys. It's getting late. I should probably call it a night. It was good chatting with you guys. No, I know. I understand, bro. It's just, you gotta be careful with that talk, man. It's just not good. I understand he's just talking. What's that one you talking about? Don't worry about me, bro. I'm making money, my guy. Don't worry about me. I'm talking. I'm. See, you got that simp mentality, bro. Talking like that. I get money. If you can't see, there's a huge pay gap going on between the CEOs and the office workers and the guys on the floor. You're blind. It's been going on for this long time now. Get a good breakfast, that's for sure. Oh, okay. Alright. And the money's out there, bro, but the whole point is, money shouldn't be even a fucking issue, dude. I'm sorry, but dude, there's no way people in this whole world, and I'm not saying my own country, because it's happening here. All the wealth and dude, you know what? You know when we first got here, when humans first got here, in the golden age, right? They lived in thickets. They said big old thickets that were like tundras, dude. They just had these domes, and they'd crawl in the thickets, and they'd live in these big ass, like, away from animals, dude. Just there were heavy vines, you know, like almost like when I was a kid, I used to crawl through like grapevine vineyards. They grow over the fence, and you could crawl in these little tunnels under them and stuff. But they were like honestly on 10, bro, like bigger. But without scarring the earth at all, and without hunting, killing, any of it, the humans in the golden age, when they were here, had everything they provided and needed. They had everything they needed the whole time. They didn't need nothing else, literally. What'd he say? I'm crying. You're crying, bro. I feel you. I mean, really. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's good things about tech and shit. There's good things about advancement that is cool and stuff, but I don't know. I just find it hard to believe that all of this tech and all this shit had to require money to achieve. You know? Yeah, I'm about to call her a night. Yeah, you gotta question it, dude. That's what they want. They want compliance. Free energy, absolutely, bro. Like, I look out here, dude, and I see these windmills being put up all around me. These massive freaking windmills, dude, that cost millions to transport, dude, millions to put up. And, dude, they depreciate. And within 20 to 30 years, they got to revamp them. They're going up in my backyard. I get 0 discount on my consumer's bill. Right? My energy bill. They claim the energy is going to somewhere in Detroit. Who's following up on that? Nobody. As far as I'm concerned, it could be being stored in cells in the underground, deep in the underground. I don't know. Why wouldn't you take those things break it down the money and put one in every backyard accordingly to how much taxes you paid. If your yard's bigger, then you get a couple more. If you've been paying more tax. And then put one in every backyard. You wouldn't need a massive one in your backyard. Why wouldn't they do that? Oh, that's right. Puts consumers out of business. But come on, bro. Like, free energy, that should have been done forever ago. Tesla was talking about that shit. I don't know. It's crazy. It's just crazy. I feel like, Maestro, what's up? Dude, I love that shit, Monstro. Hey, if y'all didn't read, I gotta read this out. Mother Nature, that's Mother Nature, creator of all. This is Aztec descendant here, my boy Monstro. Mother Nature Tanatsan said men will not believe in their leaders and their wars in the last beginning. Dude, I love it, dude. That's so freaking deep, dude. The wars in the last beginning. Read that statement. The last beginning. Will seek the past for knowledge and strength. That's gangster, bro. I love that. That is so tight. He just pops in for one comment, bro. Just steals the whole scene. That's why I love you, Maestro, bro. You come with it, bro. And I'm starting to really believe you on that Mother Nature, creator of all thing. For real, for real. For real, bro. That's fire, bro. That's fire. My people believe in Mother Nature to nonsense prophecy. The ones that remember the past and powers are being born since 2012 to now 2022. These kids are the future and defeat the evil. Yeah. That's what I like to hear, baby. Let's go. I'm on that side, bro. Bet. I'm on that side. Oh, hell yeah, they've been using herb forever. Yup, exactly. End beginning, the same thing. The last beginning. In the last great Earth War. You two crack me up. But no, the third great Earth War. Right? That was deep on another level, bet. And there's been 2 great Earth Wars. More than that even. Dude, he got knowledge from his gramps, dude. They live by the 7 luminaries in Mexico. And dude, they stole just generations of stories. Just, I mean, dude, that shit is just, it's literally priceless. There's just no price you could put on stuff like that. It's just priceless. So cool. And they're more accurate than our history book. I don't give a shit. And to me, I'd rather hear them out. I believe more. But all right, fam. I appreciate y'all. I gotta go to bed though, so I can get up tomorrow and actually do a video and then do a commercial. So I know, right? He's a matchmaker, Boo Thang. I love that Boo Thang. That's fucking great, dude. Maestro, I love that, bro. That's the way to end the live right there, my guy. Thank you. You the man. I enjoyed this live, y'all. It's been fun. Hope you enjoyed as well. Make sure you stay tuned in. And we're going to keep it real. Keep it 100. All day long. On the Nightcap with Night God. That's how I should end my podcast, huh? No. Alright, y'all. We will see ya. And I'm going to start posting more content, I promise. Okay, so stay tuned. And remember, truth can oftentimes be stranger than fiction. You a clown, bro. You a clown, bro. You don't even know me, guy. You don't even know me. Girl. Little girl. Peace out.